everyone. Aloha, I'm meteorologist Malika Dudley, and this is your hurricane forecast for August 1st. The information in this forecast is from the 5 a.m. Issuing of the Central Pacific Hurricane Center's information on ERICK and the National Hurricane Center's information on FLOSSIE. So let's just get right to it. Behind me here, you can see ERICK, a very large storm, especially when we see it in comparison to our islands. Here's our water vapor imagery, which shows just how much moisture is associated with this system. As far as ERICK stats go, we've got a Category 1 hurricane on our hands. It has definitely weakened significantly since yesterday. Maximum sustained winds at 85 miles per hour. Our tropical storm force winds extend 105 miles from the center, and hurricane force winds extend 25 miles from the center. Our system is expected to pass within 200 miles of the Big Island. So if I go back in time to our satellite here, you can see just how big this system is. So our winds extend from the center a certain amount, but our cloud and rain field is much larger than that, and that's why we are expecting some impacts from this system. Let's zoom back ahead to our forecasted potential impacts. Rainfall, peak rainfall of 4 to 8 inches expected. There is a flash flood watch posted for the Big Island at this time. We could see numbers in excess of that where all of the ingredients come together to do that. As far as our surf goes, we have a high surf warning posted, and that is for the east side of the Big Island with 15 to 20 foot faces. Also, we could see maybe potentially an advisory popping up for the other islands, but the Big Island is blocking much of that energy, so we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. As far as our winds go, we've got a wind advisory posted out of the east at 25 to 35 miles per hour, gusting to 45 miles per hour. The wind advisory is for all of Maui County and the Big Island. So there's a lot to remember and think about. Sorry for slipping over my words earlier. Also, we have a hurricane warning, which is posted for all offshore waters, and we also have a tropical storm warning posted for the coastal waters to the south of the Big Island. So a lot going on, and things will be changing constantly as we approach and get closer to ERICK passing within 200 miles to the south of our islands. So we'll keep an eye on that and bring you the latest, of course, on our websites, Big Island Now and MauiNow.com. Timing for today, we're looking at rainfall starting later today for the Big Island. Through Saturday, we should be pretty wet. It looks like that moisture will hit the Big Island first and then spread up to the other smaller islands, including Maui County. Surf-wise, we're already seeing our surf rising and expected to rise to dangerous levels today. Wind starting this afternoon, especially for the Big Island. Okay, here's our forecast cone for ERICK. Now, if you take a look at this little yellow circle, that's showing just how far those winds are extending. And then you can see the little letters there. I don't know if you can see them. I can barely see them. But those are S's, and then there's a D. So that's showing that weakening trend. It'll be a tropical storm soon, and then down to a depression by the end of the forecast period. So as far as this system goes, it's imminent. The effects that are happening either right now or going to happen later today and into tomorrow. We're going to keep an eye on this. Any type of impacts that occur, closures, cancellations, traffic advisories, power outages, we will have all of that information on our websites at Big Island Now and MauiNow.com. All right, so FLOSSIE is the other system that is a bit farther out, and it is now tropical storm. This system was currently, or in the past, like yesterday, we were looking at it possibly re-strengthening, but today it looks like it's going to stay a tropical storm through much of the forecast period, and we need to keep watching this one. It's still too far out to say exactly what kind of impacts. We do think we're going to get some surf from this, and it is farther north, so we'll see more of our islands potentially being impacted by that surf. As far as winds and rain go, we're likely to be wet just because of the current track. But remember, the center of the system is expected to pass within this cone 2/3 of the time and could be outside of the cone about 1/3 of the time. So we're going to have to keep watching this system and waiting to see exactly how things develop. This map you probably see every now and then popping up. I call it the rainbow map, but really it's the earliest reasonable arrival time of winds that are tropical storm force. So tropical storm force is between 39 and 74 miles per hour. So if you can look at this map, you see the little colors represent the percentages. So the darkest green is 5 to 10%, and it looks like Maui County is within that. Parts of Maui are also at the 10 to 20% level, and then most of the Big Island is in the 10 to 20% as well, of getting 39 to 74 mile per hour winds. Having said that, as the system continues to inch forward, you can see how the islands will start to get into the higher percentages depending on where this system goes. So we're going to have to keep watching. Really, what I want you to take from this is the earliest reasonable arrival time. And so the earliest reasonable arrival time right now is Sunday, late Sunday, for those types of winds. Okay, that was a mouthful. Here we go, our satellite loop to show you exactly where both of these systems are positioned at this time. It is 10 a.m. on the dot. FLOSSIE way out here. ERICK imminent. You can see the outer bands are just probably going to start impacting the Big Island any time now. As we get into the later part of today, we could see less of those high clouds and more of those low clouds moving in, and those are the ones that carry moisture. With any type of thunderstorms that pass through, you could see lightning strikes. With the wind that comes, we could see power outages, and of course with heavy rainfall we can see flash flooding. So there's a slew of different issues that could occur based on what exactly happens. We will keep it tuned on the National Hurricane Center and Central Pacific Hurricane Center pages, and we will be your messenger with that information as soon as we get it. So make sure you do follow us on Facebook, Maui Now and Big Island Now, and follow us on our websites, mauinow.com and bigislandnow.com. All right, everyone, I'll keep my eye on this, and I will bring you the latest as well. Ahui ho.